Hi, good morning, everybody. Bobby K here from Three Spurs Boys. Hope you're well here. Big up to Robbie here, and welcome to Lily White Lane. Make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe button. Show Robbie some love here. Always putting out good content. He has asked me to look at the upcoming Crystal Palace game in a few days now, and just give my little thoughts about the upcoming game. So that being said, we're coming off a loss to Wolves. Obviously, I think it was our first home loss in, I believe, five home games there. So a bit disappointing result there, and very disappointing performance as well. That was a little bit more upsetting than the actual result to me personally, but everybody has their own views. And for me, like I said, on top of adding to the disappointment of the result, the disappointment in the way we played was evident, and just didn't seem like we were clicking. I'm hoping that this 2 week break that we've had now, because Chelsea had to go and play their cup game and cup final against Liverpool and lose that, gave us the additional week of rest there. I'm kind of hoping that helps us here. Palace, of course, are coming off their nice big win against Burnley last week, where Glasner's first game, they had that new manager bounce and they took Burnley down 3-0. And I know that they also had Burnley had a red card in that game, so they played most of the match with a man down. I believe it was in like the 14th minute or something like that. So it was very early as well. So good result for Crystal Palace with the new manager bounce, especially with everything happening with Roy Hodgson and his health. So regardless of everything, I do wish Roy well in his recovery and everything. At the end of the day, he's a human being, and we just want to wish him well. And he's been a good servant to football and even England itself. And like I said, all the best to you, Roy. Hopefully everything goes well for you. Now, that being said, with Glasner, with the new manager bounce, we know that it does affect a lot of teams. Do I see it being an issue this week? Possibly. I think it could propel Crystal Palace a little bit. I don't think it's going to be enough to push Ange over, even given the fact that we've had 2 weeks to prepare for this now. I know that Elise is still out and Eze is a maybe for them. So that's, if he does come back, that'll be a big plus for them. And it does affect how the game will be played out. I'm hoping with the 2 weeks that we've had to prep and our team being healthy now, that Ange has been able to refire them and reignite them, and we come out all guns blazing kind of thing for this one and get off to a quick start. Also, I know that Gehi is out for them. He's just undergone knee surgery, so he's looking at about an 8 week layoff. So if Eze can't play and Elise, there's two big attacking threats that they lose, and arguably their best defender, one of the best ones there's out there right now. So that should help us in reality, but I don't want to look at other people's injuries and missing players as a reason for us to perform well. We should be performing well based on the team that we have, and as long as the players can work in the Ange system and push the way he wants things to be done, then I think the result should favor us. Being at home again, again, the favorable 2 week layoff. Sonny came back from the Asian Cup there, and we can see how sluggish he looked against Wolves. So he's had another 2 weeks now to recoup and rest and hopefully regain a little bit of his form as well. I don't doubt that he was upset with what happened at the Asian Cup and the way they went out, and he had to come back without the medal. So hopefully now he's got his head screwed on right and he's ready to fulfill his captain duties for Spurs now and can lead us to a big victory. For me personally, I see us pushing out, and I don't think we're going to get a clean sheet. I know that it's been, looking at it, I think it was Fulham was the last game at home that we had where we had a clean sheet, and that was back in October or something like that. And we've conceded in every home game since then. So that being said, I don't want to write Crystal Palace off completely, especially since they parted three last week. But I'll give them a goal. But I think Spurs should be able to take this one 3-1. I'm hoping for a good result. I'm hoping for some good Ange ball, some good attacking play. Um, I really think we have more than enough on paper to be able to take Palace down. And I'm hoping I'm right in that sense. It just all comes down to how the players turn up, how Ange has them prepared. And again, with that 2 week layoff, I think that it favors us and that we should be able to get the result. So 3-1 to the Spurs. I'm going to pick up with a I'll give Sonny a goal, let the captain come back and hit form again. Um, I'm hoping Richie can pot another one as well because he's looked really solid since coming back after his injury layoff. He had his surgery, and then, of course, we all know about the mental health issues that he was going through as well. And it seems that he went and got some help regarding all those issues, and has come back a much stronger player and a better person as well. So I hope that he continues the success that he's had over the last little while. I know against Wolves, he was pretty much isolated and shut out, and it does happen in a few games, but such is life. Let's hope this one he can pot another one in. So one to Sonny, one to Richie, and let's go and give let's give Warner one, shall we? And let's just hope that he can finally open his account in a Spurs shirt. I don't think he's looked absolutely terrible. Me personally, I wasn't too happy when he was brought in in the first place. I thought it was just a fill-in kind of thing, and in reality, that's all it was. We had players missing at the time that we brought him in, and so far, not great, but not terrible. He has provided a couple of assists, and he's looked pretty lively. Adds a lot of pace to the team. I'm the only thing I was disappointed about with the Wolves game is I think I would have flipped things. I would have preferred to start with Johnson and Werner, let them keep running at the defenders, wear them down, and then bring on our players that can actually score goals. So I'm hoping that I don't see the same thing again where we rely on Johnson and Werner having to come on late in the game and get a goal for us, because unfortunately that doesn't seem like something that they're really able to do for us right now. Um, we need the guys that can score the goals out there when we need them to score goals. So it'll be interesting to see how Ange does things, which lineup he starts with and which one he kind of transitions into with the when as the game